Decades in jail, a dramatic end today to a stunning case. Dr. Farid Fata, the fraudulent cancer doctor charged with medicating patients for profit, was sentenced in federal court just a few hours ago.
7 investigator Jonathan Carlson was there for the emotional conclusion of this case that everyone's been watching. So what happened?
Yeah, you know, guys, the courthouse was raw with emotion today. Farid Fata got 45 years in jail, but caused a lifetime of pain for his victims.
So sorry for all you went through.
Tears and hugs come naturally these days for this group.
It's not all right, actually. It's not all right. No. You know, it's not all right, but you have an amazing attitude. Yes. Amazing. That's God. I know. Oh, God.
They're bound by tragic circumstances, each one a victim in some form or fashion of a cancer doctor prosecutors say did the unthinkable.
This we believe to be the most serious fraud case in the history of the country.
But it was so much more than just fraud to these folks. They lost their health or their loved one to Dr. Farid Fata's care or lack thereof. More than 500 patients were unnecessarily pumped with drugs, prosecutors say, lives altered or ended. An emotional week which began with victims sharing their stories of pain, finished with Dr. Fata himself sobbing before the judge, begging for leniency. But it didn't seem to matter. The judge went by the book, tallying the crimes and the mandated sentences that go with them. 45 years in jail.
45 years for the lives that he took.
It wasn't enough. All the victims, my sister's gone. It just wasn't enough.
Prosecutors wanted what the families wanted, 175 years.
We believed that nothing short of a life sentence was appropriate in this case because the harm was so egregious.
But for families, they concede prison terms will never bring complete closure.
Can't bring any of them back. Can't heal the hurt.
So where do these men and women go from here? Well, they're still trying to figure that out.
Hopefully, you know, move on somewhat, or try to now.
It's been a very long road and a very hard journey for all of us.
Back to Fata now. He was also ordered to undergo drug and alcohol testing. We learned he was an addict. We also heard no one has visited Fata in prison in nearly 2 years. He's been living a lonely life in jail, guys.
So much pain for all of those victims. I mean, he went from smiling and smug, and then you said sobbing in court. So what's next for this man? Yeah,
it was quite the scene in court. He'll now have a restitution hearing. He's on the hook for $17 million in fraud. That's what they essentially determined he was liable for. He also has a right to appeal today's sentence, so this is not totally over.
All right, we haven't heard the rest of it, but right now, a lot of time in jail.
Yeah. Thanks, Jonathan.